Anyhow, folks, your next comic, she's got a couple of pieces of art on the wall, right here and over there, so check them out. Please give it up for Kelila Zechowy.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. It is wonderful to see all of your faces. Every day, I track my health in a dot journal, but I am so OCD that it takes me hours to mark down exactly 6.43187 as my morning mood. I used to take Wellbutrin. One of the side effects is rage. Either things like my laptop and mugs and my less shred of dignity. The worst was I scared my dog. Not because I yelled all the time, but because I kept chewing on her gnaw bone. Hey, those things are way tastier than lithium chew toys. I was texting my psychiatrist saying, I gotta get off this stuff. It doesn't inspire a lot of confidence when they message back a clown hat with googly eyes. It also makes me wonder why that was in their current emojis. So, I took myself off of it. In other words, I had to be my own psychiatrist. I kept canceling my appointments. When I did get together with myself, I was always running late. I wouldn't listen to me. I didn't take my own insurance. I couldn't afford myself because I was out of network. And I didn't qualify for my own sliding scale. I spent 3 months in the mental hospital at age 17. A guy from another school who asked me to his prom was asked to my school's prom by my closest friend. And I flew into a homicidal rage. Shaking, I called my psychiatrist. So instead of killing them, I spent May through August a patient at a friend's hospital. In hindsight, it would have just been easier to kill them. Facing a murder charge is a lot better than wearing blue pajamas and grippy socks all summer. It was a gorgeous hospital with a beautiful campus. People would pay to have their wedding photos taken there. Too bad they wouldn't let them back out. Well, only the ones with great insurance. Every morning, my counselor played a set of tennis with me. Once, they asked me to do an art project for a poster that read, "Procrastination equals failure." Too bad I never got around to it. Guess I was too busy playing tennis. One afternoon, I lost all of my privileges because I started throwing stuff across the room during lunch. You know, the sugar and the salt shaker and my last hope for sanity. I missed out on my senior prom and graduation. So I ended up graduating with a diploma in DBT and a minor in non-compliance. You know, it would have been weird to go because it's just not that sexy to show up to prom in blue pajamas and grippy socks. I was a psychology major in college. As a matter of fact, I was my own case study. You know what they say, write what you know. I learned that there are many abnormal psychiatric diagnoses, like dissociative identity disorder, schizophrenia, disgruntled college student. I used to see aliens in the bathroom and the shower curtain, very cool, and they were demanding. One of them is like, "Hey, we just ran out of Head and Shoulders." Another one's like, "And Martians don't use shampoo with coconut oil and jojoba." It was really hard for me to write these jokes. I could not decide which one of 3 brand new, identical graph notebooks to choose for my first stand-up class. I was hoping, the right one would speak to me. But when an inanimate object speaks to you, that's not comedy. It's grounds for hospitalization. And I was freaking out about memorizing my set, so my teacher recommended that I name my jokes. This one's called Brenda. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. I'm not. Everyone in my family is in the medical profession. My sister is a doctor, married to a doctor. My brother is a doctor, married to a doctor. My dad earned his PhD before getting his MD, and even my mom used to do medical billing. But I showed them. I was Employee of the Month at Blockbuster for 3 consecutive months. Anybody here, would you go to a doctor that looked like me? Real doctors have real hair colors, they wear suits, and they've never been Employee of the Month at Blockbuster. At one point, I was an editor for Playgirl. But this is a family-friendly show, so I have to leave out about half an hour of jokes. Okay, fine. I did get to do live casting at Chippendales. They sent me Hulk hunting to that muscle-aid, oiled-up gay man jamboree. And no one carries cash anymore. So to tip your waiter slash dancer slash masseuse, you have to scan the QR code tattooed on their ass. And it kind of takes the thrill out of it when you have to pay through Venmo. I've had a lot of different jobs over the years. I've even worked as a dominatrix. I carried a business card that read, "No pain, no gain." I was like a therapist, only, instead of an office, I worked in a dungeon. There were issues with insurance because Blue Cross doesn't cover whipping and spanking. Oh, but they do make you suffer. Your dominators will do with the writing crap. Blue Cross will deny your claim. Now, I am very happy to be a dog walker. I intentionally chose this life over working in any kind of an office because I would much rather pick up dog shit than wade through bullshit. I did have to do anger management. They taught me that I shouldn't be angry all of the time. So I took the Sabbath off. I'm Jewish. And sometimes it feels like everyone in New York City is Jewish because even the medical marijuana is kosher. And you have to get it from a rabbi. During the holidays, members of the mitzvah corps will approach you on the street and inquire if you're Jewish. If you say yes, they will feed you. For Hanukkah, they give you jelly donuts. For Passover, they give you pizza. Figures children of Israel would break their bread fast with Italian food. And for Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, you get as many servings of guilt as you can eat. No wonder I gained 20 pounds. People ask why I'm so funny. I tell them that I heard laughter is the best medicine. So, I am 100% compliant when it comes to taking my medical marijuana. Thank you everybody for coming out.
Let's give it up again for Kelila, Zechowy.